Yo, get something. What's up, everybody? RageK20 here, back with the second round of With Them Temptation on this little adventure we're going on of doubling all of our fun stuffs. We're back with the Silent Forest album. We have Aquarius here today, and I found out I'm not nearly as close to the end of this album as I thought. What song are we on here? Well, it was like 6 or 7 or something like that. 9. Okay, so I thought I'd be way closer. But like I have, I think 14 or 15 written down, but I do remember someone mentioning like don't forget the extra stuff and whatnot, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll check that out, and I totally did. But it looks like I don't know if I had the demo version of Destroyed in here, but also it looks like there's another one on there that I didn't see. Say my name says number 16, so it sounds like it's supposed to be in the album, but the other sources said it stopped at Jane Doe. And then there's like 2 maybe bonus tracks on top of that. So I'm definitely gonna remind myself before we go through the rest of the album to really double check and see, check a couple sources to really see how much is on this album and whatnot, and get it all done. So Aquarius, from the one and only little annotation on Genius. It just kind of seems like it's a song about the ocean in general, which could have a deeper meaning. About just kind of the vast open stuff in general, whether it be physical actual stuff or metaphorical stuff. Sounds exciting, sounds watery and gorgeous and beautiful. So let's not waste any time here. Let's get into it. The last one had me writing for days and had us at this for an hour, so who's to say that this one won't do the same thing? We might not have time to waste. So, Aquarius with Interpretation, let's get it. I imagine if you were paying attention through sections of there, you were seeing faces. Not faces that would probably denote like disappointment or like, I don't know if miffed is the right word. And that well, disappointment wouldn't be correct, but you would be correct in noticing the faces that might be opposite of what you would expect. And let me explain. Let me explain why. And then somewhere in the middle of the song, I just got, I got fed up. I got fed up, everybody. I'm done. Because I was just kept hearing so many unique things. Like, do you know that feeling of like when something's like too good? You know what I'm saying? Like when it's too good and you're just like, God damn. Stop. You made your point. It was just like, Jesus, there's so much in here. There's so much crazy, unique things she's doing with her voice, the themes and stuff that's happening in the background that's just painting this fucking musical picture. It's just like, goddamn. That was so cool. Like, it was so cool, and there was so much shit packed in there, I was getting annoyed. Not actually, but like, just jokingly. Like, God, I just, it's like, it's borderline like, I don't remember their names. Um, I think it's like Redker Road or something like that. It's two brothers that do reactions and whatnot. And I don't know if they made this shirt and merch personally, or if this is just merch they got from somewhere else. I imagine that they made it themselves because they're huge, beyond huge Ronnie Radke fans. Um, and so it's just like it gets to a point where what they're hearing is just too much to like we get it, Ronnie. You can music, God. I feel like it was the same thing. It's just like, oh my God, I get it, Sharon. You're fucking amazing. Oh yeah, more really cool string work there. I get it, guys. You're super fucking awesome at what you do. I get it. It was pretty much that level, man. It was so good that I was just like, why? Why is this so good? What right does this have to be so amazing? I mean, I can't even remember half the shit I wrote down, man. I was just frantic rewriting. It was even something in there that I put in that's just wild. But we'll get to that when we get there. I will definitely say it for you. I won't keep you in the dark. But it's just like it makes sense to me, and when you hear it, you might understand. But it was the only way I could explain it at the time, and it's an isolated sentence. It's wild. Um, in context of the song, at least. Like I love the theming because Sharon tends to have a pretty standard tone and style that she goes with her singing and whatnot, and in the chorus she definitely brought that out. But in the verses she switched it up. I don't know if I've ever heard her really sing like this, um, but the way she was singing, the tone in her voice, the kind of theming and style she was putting on her vocals, mixed with all the background vocals and instrumentation that they had going on there was like really giving me this kind of like underwater creature vibe. Like I at least put mermaids in here somewhere. Like kind of like the shrill scream of a mermaid or something. Like some kind of like creepy underwater creature vibe in here. Like she somehow encapsulated that, and there was just kind of that returning theme at different places in here. Plus the beautiful, like the beautifulness and the beautiful nature of water, but also its power and destructive strength at the same time. They totally encapsulated the ocean and all its denizens at the same time. It's just like What the fuck? How? Impressive. Insanely impressive. Alright, we ain't got time to waste here. Because you already know how much time it took. I'm gonna try to shy under an hour, which my guess means we're gonna be here for at least around 50 minutes. So we need to get back into this. So let's bring it on down here. All right, first thing we got here, a lot of pluses, I believe, a lot of pluses before the first 25-ish seconds. So some very beautiful soft opening string work. Plus the neutral syllable vocals and just very open, airy, backgroundish vocals that Sharon was given there. Very beautiful way she played with that melodic note. All that stuff in the beginning. Let's dive into this. I'm excited to get it. I'm excited to really pick this one apart. Per usual with Temptation. I don't know what the fuck, man. The writing game is crazy. So beautiful. Da, 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 da. Just this is very smooth, very soft. It's not too loud. Just kind of very beautiful, moving violin passage there. Just string passage in general. Gorgeous. Very gorgeous way to start this off. Sounds very classical. And here comes the guitars and the drums. Also, I put somewhere in here. Yeah, once we get around 25 and like a few seconds here when the vocals really start kicking in. I felt like it had a little bit of a heavier, dirtier, kind of thick metal sound to it, which was really cool. Again, I feel like that's setting up the theming of this very well. But let me go back a few seconds here and let's listen to this explosion of the instruments coming in with Sharon's just piercing vocals just shining out above it all. Because why not? Because it's Sharon and that's what she do. God, that fucking beautiful, almost stepwise. I don't know if it goes down a fourth. I won't go nah because that sounds normal, but I don't think that she did that. And then the rise up, da da da. Like, God, and it's just nice and slow note changes. Da da da. Fucking gorgeous. And then walks back down. Not so. Yeah, I remember this. Did I? Yeah, the So around here, moving on from here, the notes. There's cool notes in there and rhythms from I think almost every instrument in this section here. That's kind of separating what the intro just did into the first verse. Very clever writing there, like that. And then it gets heavier, and then the way she sings these vocals is so intriguing. I also said the harmonies, those background vocals, which again very water creature like. I said mermaids. We'll see if I still feel that way when we listen to it again. Oh, that packed into one. Oh, let's bring it back a little. Hear that? That's fucking cool. I like that. I love that. That's yes. Let's go. Also, let's not count down all the other instruments that aren't doing that run. And the dun-duns, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. And it sounds like you either got like a really open tom or maybe even a timpani in there. Some very open, rounded sounding drums being hit there. But yeah, nice chords. Dun-dun-dun. The in between the dun. It's nice. That definitely sounds like a timpani to me. Which, you know me, I love me some timpani. Good shit. It just has that very open kind of that open rumbly hit sound. That just says timpani to me. I can go back a little bit here. All right. His vocals. Oh god, these vocals! I got a second or two of taste of that vocal in there. It's just it all came flooding back. It's like, oh god damn! So listen to the way she's the tone and the way she sings these words. So not only does a lot of things kind of calm down, I think almost just drums. It kind of feels like something like falls off into a pit. Like it feels like there's open sound in there, but like it almost sounds like hollow and you can't really hear anything except for those drums kicking, and then the occasional hits, chord hits in there, which is really nice. But listen to the way she's like falling off on the end of the phrases, kind of like with the note. No. The way she's falling off on that, and just the really creepy open sound to her tone. It's very airy, it's very breathy, and it's like you can tell she's pushing towards that theme, that kind of that creepiness theme that's going on there. That mixed with the fall off on those notes just creates this like unwelcoming, mysterious atmosphere. It's something I do. I hear your whispers break the silence, and it calms me down. Ooh, that note, a dissonant note that she leans into there. Ooh, again, all of this theming and adding to the atmosphere. Gorgeous. It's fantastic. Oh. Okay. Nah. All right. Here we got the very spoken, harsh, whispery backups here that just make me think of underwater creatures like coming up to harmonize with her. So fascinating. Okay. I kind of feel that that's a ninth harmony there. Like it would be a second away, but an octave down from her main voice. So it's like it's rubbing against each other, but it's a much lower tone, which is not only creating that kind of dissonant friction, but also at the same time like sounding like she's like it's right next to each other, but like that it's much lower and distant from her voice. Whew, that is unnerving, but really cool. A nice little almost like spirit who's in there. Very gorgeous, and the other voice falls off, so it kind of creates a more pure sound coming from her instead of that creepy harmony. But also there's a little hauntingness in the way that she's singing those neutral syllables at the same time. With the use of it being very kind of soft, the interval pattern in there in general, I think there's a lot of dissonance in there, but also like that jump up to the higher note sounds like, oh, okay, we're going back to maybe something in a major key, but then she like shifts it to again as like very creepy minor dissonant sound just packed throughout. Whew. Again, the writing game is off the fucking charts, man. That also the glissandos, which is also adds this very creepy element to it. Alright, do I have anything else to need? A little 1 minute, exactly. Yes, let's go. The guitar line. I like this guitar line that's going on here. We're going to talk about that. Some rhythm, maybe some rhythm switch ups in here, and notes in general. I don't know if that's the guitar notes or Sharon's vocal notes. Let's find out. Let's first pay attention to this guitar line. There's a riff here. I love that. I like that. I like that. I like that guitar riff that gets interrupted by that dum 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 dum, and then it goes back into it. That's a really cool shake up there to the rhythm and whatnot. Also breaking up at the end of the vocal phrase, and the vocals come back in afterwards as well. Really fucking cool there. I like that. I also like that ta 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 rhythm that the vocal lines go in there as well. Gorgeous harmony in there. Yeah, that's right. I think that's what I might. Yeah, the rhythm of that and plus the notes there. But yeah, that harmony and the doubling and the distant echo filter. Well, not echo, but the distant filter that they put on that. So cool. First off, the harmony of that is just very beautiful. I like that it's a little bit higher than Sharon's line, and you can like only hear it in the top of this here. Very cool. Again, very cool panning work, but that's just the way Within Temptation rolls. But yeah, then it's about to do something crazy. Down. Does that take me down? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's You'll Take Me Down. Dun 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 dun. Just kind of like interjected in there. It's really cool. Oh, I didn't hear it. I was just looking at that I'll drown part. I was like, I didn't hear that. It's quiet. It's under the dun 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 dun. It's really under that. The I will drown. You'll take me down. Like that rhythm in there is really cool, and the fact that it's really distant and under the music, and you can kind of hear at the end when the strings are doing that beautiful running line. God damn. Okay. So fucking cool. Okay. So we'll peruse the chorus here a little bit. I think it's it's a beautiful chorus for sure. I don't think anything like super crazy or like that really picked up happened, but I mean overall just standard, beautiful, gorgeous Within Temptation chorus. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't good shit. But the next thing I mentioned was until 145. So let's just take a glimpse of this chorus. See if there's anything in here I need to note. Besides the beautiful harmony and the spoken line. Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's very beautiful, very open, very gorgeous. Great harmony in there, great vocal passage in general. Strings, guitars, and drums and everything all combining to create good sound. Like it's all across the board solid. 145. Oh, here's this thing I said I'd mention later. Here it is. So first off, the whispers in here, which is beautiful, but also the backup vocals. I said it had this sound and quality to it. To me, the only way that I don't think is like completely accurate. Again, I would just say kind of some shrill water creature, like mermaid-like voice in general. But to me, I said Banshee Whale backups. Banshee Whale. That's what I went with. I knew I would understand what I meant later, but like it just has that feel to it. So let's go back a little bit. Let's see if I can hear what I was talking about. There it is. So first off, the whispers. You called to me, you set me free. Very nice, hissy, sinister whispers under. Very nice. The Banshee Well. First off, I think there's some nice pizzicato work that I just heard in there from the strings. Kind of stuff, all the instruments kind of bring it back down and whatnot. Good choice after the chorus. But listen to the background vocals. I heard some like kind of stuff going on there. It has this very high pitched or high tone, just very punchy, almost whale like sound and energy to it. Listen for that. We'll listen to those whispers again, and then listen for that. Listen for that sound. It's very in the background. It's noticeable, but you have to pay attention. It's very in the background underneath all the heaviness of the chords and the I think chords, at least the hits or whatever, and Sharon's vocals. It's there. Just listen for it. So it's only there for a few notes. It's only there for that one. Just that one little sound there. I really like that. I heard an instrument in there, and I want to say it was either a bass clarinet or a bassoon. So I want to try that again. It was a low wind. It was a low woodwind for sure. But what was that? Oh, I want to kick here. And first off, the nice don't pizzicato going on there from the string section. Very beautiful. That sound in there. It's a bari sax. I really think that's either a bass clarinet or an oboe. I'm kind of leaning towards, not oboe, bassoon. I'm kind of leaning towards bassoon, but just again, very Thomas like. Just add in, just like specific instruments or just little creepy wail sections for the vocals. Just adding like 2, 3, 4 notes of just something very out there and specific in just little places, and then it just doesn't come back, just to get the right sound at the right time that you're looking for. I forgot to reset the video. I got so distracted, but it reset itself, so hopefully you'll miss like a second or something, but hopefully it's not too important. But yeah, that's so fucking cool. Is there anything else? I said also spoken and harmony in here somewhere, so let's see if we can find that as well. There's also brass in this ear, which sounds a little bit trombone-like. Yeah. The spoken, there's no line there. So yeah, spoken harmony, da 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 da. It does have tonality to it, so it's not fully spoken, but it sounds like it's just straight up like a spoken harmony in here. It's so cool. It also has, just because it's like that, it has this kind of sinisterness to it in general. I could be reading into that a little bit, but like, yes, let's go. And also, again, the harmony is rubbing. It sounds like a very dissonant harmony. I'm not sure if, again, I that easily could. I don't feel like it's far enough to be an octave, so I think that might be just a tritone in there. Uh, the augmented fourth, diminished fifth kind of thing going on. I think we have like a tritone in there. I want to guess either that or is like a ninth or something. I'm not 100% positive. It doesn't sound like it's that far apart, but it could be. So I want to say it's tritone, but yeah, it has that rubbing dissonant tension in there, which is really cool. And also to add on to the atmosphere and the creepy nature, I'm hearing this like really shrill string line that's going on in there. Sounds very violin like. That just happened there from the strings. Yeah. Like they're also adding to the tension like horror movie style, because violins and strings are really good at creating that shrill tense tone that is used in so many horror movies. And they whipping it out here, which is just creating this like eerie, just like tension, along with all the dissonant harmonies and minor tonality that's going on here. It's all just creating this like really like hostile and creepy environment to this, excuse me, to the song, which is really cool. So I don't really know what these lyrics are talking about here. I mean, again, I think in general it just kind of feels like being one with the sea, but I mean, that easily could be some kind of metaphor for just like the crushing emptiness and deep vastness that is life, or something like that. There could be some kind of metaphor, or maybe even using that as an explanation to some kind of just feeling in life, or relationship, or situation in life that you feel like you're trapped in, you can't get out of, or something. There could be different metaphors and whatnot, but like I'm just getting this feeling of just being within the deep dark depths of the ocean. Everything's making you on edge, because you're not familiar with the creatures that are coming up and singing with you and inspecting you, and all this stuff that's happening is just like has that like this is not normal for me to be here kind of energy to it. But just looking at these lyrics, I don't know what they're trying to get at specifically, but like they all sound powerful. I relinquish to your powers, from your grasp I just can't hide, miss the danger. Wait, no, that's spelled right. I thought it was like, like misses, but no, that's how you spell miss. Miss the danger I had to conquer, you made me feel alive. Like, I don't know what that's referring to specifically, but each one of those are powerful bars. Like, just has, again, that kind of mystery and just crushing power of the depths to it. So the lyrics are also doing a great job with all this. All right, what else do we have in here? 225. So I did not actually mean to stop right on there, but let's go back here a good 5 seconds lead into this. So 225 said the backup vocals. I don't know if they did anything different than the craziness that they've been doing now, but let's see. I do like that da 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 da, that little backup vocal hit there. That was nice. Yeah, no, it was the same thing of the I'll drown, you'll take me down, but also that beautiful harmony. That's just fucking gorgeous in general. But yeah, no, it's the same thing we talked about before, so okay, we good. I was just making sure that I didn't miss it at some point. So we'll skip over the chorus here. I know, a sin to do. But we're only a little over halfway. Yes, a little over halfway through the song. To be fair, I only have 2 things down, but one is like 30 seconds long, and actually, both of them are probably 30 to 45 seconds long a piece. So we gotta get going here. So I'm sorry to skip this beautiful chorus. We'll go around 3 minutes here. The after chorus breakdown section here. I gotta check this out. Hold on, let's go back. I do like the way she stretches out Aquarius into its 3 syllables. I do like the way she's been doing that throughout the end of the chorus. I've thought it before, I just didn't bring it up, but I do really like the way she's doing that. It's 4 syllables, but she puts 2 into 1. So there's something that's going down. Sounds like it's a vocal line that they've recorded and put in there, which is really cool. But also that slow coming out from the piano there is also a really cool way to switch it off. Again, we're coming back down off of the chorus, which I think is a really good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with shaking it up from time to time, to be fair, but like, you know, you definitely do want to, in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just backing off a second, unless you know, the breakdown can be the climax of a song. So unless it's going to the breakdown, then we can maybe even just turn it up even a notch up from there. Either way, it needs to go in a direction after the chorus, you know, because chorus is supposed to be this big moment. You can't keep that same energy from the chorus onto the next thing. You have to either go up with it or go down with it. To really distinguish that, yes, this is the chorus. This is like the part of the song everyone knows. You know, you do have to distinguish that in some way, shape, or form. So then bringing everything back down off of the chorus. Again, it's just pretty good standard writing. Really good there. But I like that it just kind of falls down to this very quiet dun, 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 dun. I think that's really cool. Nice dun 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 hits in there coming in here. It just creates this really like marched breakdown section here. I like that. Aquarius, I need to be with nice swelling choir section there. Nice little sweeping like very quiet strings section in there like that. Like all this, I don't know. I keep saying I like that. It's something that's just it's like that. It's my thing to say recently in last like 2 videos, and I'm sorry. nice little choir hits there. Do, 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 do. Again, that chorus hangover crash from the drums just kind of fades away, and this just rising, open, beautiful vocal line comes out of it, just like in the last song. Very, very classic, very beautiful. I love it. To that leading tone, very nice. Plus the like. I think the drums picking it back up there too was kind of cool. It's just this like small fade off section where it takes another step down from where it's been. Nice fill. Yeah, I was wondering. I remember when listening to it, I was wondering where they were going to go with like to push back into the chorus. For last time, I didn't know how long they were going to go through this whole bridge section, but they keep breaking it down like a little bit more, and then drum fill pushed into the chorus for the last time. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. That leading down. So we're going to let the chorus keep going out. Last thing I have is around 4:15. I just want to check out the last 30 seconds here. Nice. Just vocal choir note held out there. Just no, as everything else is melting away in that rolling shh coming in from the drums there. Nice, nice transition. Sharon's beautiful vocals come singing out from beyond the heavens again. Classic trope. Well, classic within temptation trope. Beautiful string sections here. I think either string bass or cello there. Doom. I heard underneath there. I also feel like I heard like a brass note or two coming in from the bottom of this side of my ear as well. Very nice. No, I think it's all just string. But that like kind of sound just sounds like it might be from a brass instrument, but I'm pretty sure it's just lower strings. It's so beautiful, just that very gorgeous string section with Sharon's very open, neutral sopal notes there, just kind of playing around and just that and perfect rolled off ending. Whew! That's all motherfucking beautiful. Just like the last one, that song was really beautiful. The last one like really had me just like holy shit. But this one was still really fucking good. Like it wasn't quite that level, but that's, you know, that is totally okay because it went somewhere different. It had a theme in mind. They stuck to the theme. They dug into that theme and wrote the hell out of it to fit that creepy underwater horror theme in here. It was just like, oh, so wonderful. Yeah, no, just all around, man. Good shit. I really liked it. Wow. What's next? It's telling me here. It's the fear. Now, of course, we're not going to get back to that one for a little bit. Now, I said this at the end of ICP, which was right before this one, but I'll probably say it again at the end of a couple of these. Maybe not every single one. Probably won't say it at the end of Ouija Mag. A little drop there. We'll come back to that. But I'll probably say it again at the end of Evanescence or whatnot. I don't know when that one is, but they're in here somewhere. But I don't know if it'll be this one. I'll have to look in to see how close we are. But my plan was on the albums, because we're getting pretty close to the end of some of these albums. Like again, the Great Malenko album from ICP. I think we're getting close to the end of Evanescence album. I thought we'd be pretty almost on song 10. I thought we'd be pretty close to the end of this one, but nope. But I think there's a few albums that we're getting close to the end of that we usually go through rotations. So once I'm done going through these, and then maybe like 2-3 songs, just checking out some random artists and stuff, going through a little bit more of that. Then I think we'll come back to this and kind of wrap up some of these albums that we're really close to finishing. Now, for other ones, that might just mean that we just get closer to this. Like for this one, we might go through 3 or 4 songs in the album and get it closer to being 3 or 4 done. But I'll see how I feel about that. But next, in the 2-parter series that we're doing here, it's gonna be some Ouija Mag. You know I had to throw some Ouija Mag in here. I love listening to me some Ouija Mag. Love that dude. One of my favorite rappers. Not my favorite, but one of my favorite rappers out there for sure. So, yeah, that's going to be next. Of course, interrupted by some more Jonathan Young. And then at the end of Ouija Mag, we'll discuss who's coming next after that. So, thank you all for joining me here with Temptation. Thank you so much for the music. God, your writing is incredible. And I will see you all next time.